What is good, everybody? I am back, and I just want to talk about my newest disc to the bag, which is the Jawbreaker Zone. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I post disc golf content every week, so stay tuned for new content all the time. Alright guys, so right around two-ish weeks ago, I got back from Michigan, and I got the Jawbreaker Zone from the Ledgestone. I was lucky enough to pick one up from the Ledgestone site on one of their drops. As some of you may know, it's sometimes hard to get some of these like special, I guess, stamps and whatnot. But I was been looking for a Jawbreaker Zone. I've heard they're a little straighter than maybe the Z and the Crystal Flex. Just wanted to pick one up. Lucky enough, got back from Michigan, got it in the mail, and immediately just fell in love with this disc. Is this the best zone they've made? I'm not sure, but I know it's up there with these three anyway. And let me tell you a few reasons why. So before I got the Jawbreaker, I only really threw the Z and the Crystal Flex Get Freaky. I kept both of them in my bag. A couple reasons why. I felt like the Z was a bit more stable. I really could trust it. You can trust pretty much any zone, but you really just trust it to fight hard right. And then the Get Freaky, I just thought was a little less stable. So maybe those little flex lines where I wanted to hold a little bit longer, I could rely on the Get Freaky. But to be honest, I feel like they're pretty close to the same disc. There's not a whole lot of flight differences. I did get a little bit of a flip up with the Get Freaky. Nothing too crazy, but you could tell, at least for me, this one was a little less stable than this. So I thought it was beneficial to keep both of them in the bag. Well, then I got a hold of the Jawbreaker. Immediately when I threw it, it was like a missile. It seemed like it was so straight, and it just kind of slightly faded off to the right. You know, obviously still a zone, still going to be stable, but definitely a little bit less stable than these two here. So what that meant for me is that the Get Freaky was out. This was going to hold better flex lines, and I guess I didn't mention this, but I pretty much only throw these forehand. They're a great feel in the hand, great mold for a forehand. These zones are kind of like my approach disc all the time. As long as I can throw them forehanded, I'm gonna pick up a zone. One thing that I do like about this plastic is how soft it is. It feels great in the hand. It's not like super slippery, I guess you could say, like these are. I feel like these, when they're gonna get wet, they could just fall right out of your hand. But honestly, this one might be better in rain. I feel like maybe it's going to be a little bit tackier. I haven't thrown it in rain, but I just feel like it would be a little bit better to grip in the rain, in the wet conditions. Now, if you like how it throws out of the box, this would be a con, or this could be a positive. I think it's a positive for me, but this plastic is definitely going to wear a bit quicker than, say, the Z. As you can see, these nicks are on the corner here are just from a couple of tree kicks, and this one where I've had it a long time, it has scratches for sure, but nothing digging through the rim, which basically just means this is going to wear in a bit quicker. Like I said, that's a positive to me, because typically when discs wear, they're going to become a little less stable, and that's exactly what I want for my second zone. If I already have a really stable one, then it's beneficial for me to have something that flies slightly different, or a lot different. Who knows when this gets beat in. One thing I will say about these two is, I don't know why, but when I pulled this out of the box, I thought it was a little bit less shallow, and that this rim was not as thick as the Z. This one seemed like it was a much more rounded, and it seemed like it's deeper. But I kind of measured with my fingers, me and my brother did, and they're they're the same depth. I feel like this rim is a little skinnier than this one, but you know, I actually really like the feel. I like how it feels a little less deep and more shallow, because I think it fits my hand better. But overall, I'm in love with this disc. If you've tried it out, let me know in the comments what you think. If you're wanting to get one, hit the comments, ask people where to get one. I don't know. it seems like it's kind of difficult to get a lot of discs right now. Disc golf is just kind of going insane right now, and these companies can't seem to keep up with the demand, which is good for disc golf, of course, but also bad because we're paying ridiculous amount of money for some of these discs. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you like the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Go follow ChasinChains_ on Instagram, where I post there daily, and we'll see you in the next one.